Hello friends. Welcome to Power Plant Technician. I am here with a new topic. Our topic is, what is boiler, and what are the classification of boilers? In this video, we will cover two topics. First, we will understand the definition of boiler. After that, we will understand the types of boiler in detail. So we request you to watch this video till the end and subscribe our channel. So, let's start today's topic. What is boiler? Simply, we can say that boiler is a closed vessel in which steam is made by heating the water. Now let's understand it. In terms of definition, a boiler is also called a steam generator, because steam is generated inside the boiler. Boiler or steam generator is a closed vessel in which water is converted into steam by the application of heat, is provided by combustion of fuel. If we convert water into steam, some heat is needed to convert the water into steam. Now we have to see where the heat came from. Heat will be obtained by burning the fuel. After that, the water will be heated, which will convert the water into steam. Boiler cannot be called boiler until these 3-point criteria are not met. So let's see what the 3 points are. Point 1. Closed vessel, which has a volume more than 22.75 liters. A closed vessel should have at least 22.75 liters of water, and only then we will call it a boiler. For example, the pressure cooker that is in the houses is also a closed vessel. It also converts water into steam, but we don't call it boiler because it has less volume. If we talk about pressure, point 2, pressure must be more than 3.5 kilograms per centimeter square. The steam pressure generated inside the boiler should be more than 3.5 kilograms, or 50 pounds per square inch. Then we will call it boiler. Point 3, it has the attachments like mountings and fittings. Our next video will be on mountings and fittings. What are the mountings and fittings? Mountings are attached to the boiler for safety of the boiler, like safety valve, level gauge glass, pressure gauge. According to boiler board, mountings and fittings should be attached with the boiler. Then in the second point, the pressure inside the boiler should be more than 3.5 kilograms, and the capacity of the boiler should be 22.75 liters. Even then, this vessel can be called a boiler. Now, let's see the classification of boiler. The boilers may be classified as under 1. Based on tube contain. A. Fire tube boiler, the boilers in which the hot gases are inside the tubes and water is surrounding the tubes is called fire tube boiler. For example, Cochrane, Lancashire and locomotive. B. Water tube boiler, the boilers in which the water is inside the tubes and the hot gases surrounding the tubes is called water tube boilers. For example, Babcock and Wilcox boiler. According to position of boiler. 1. Horizontal boiler. If the axis of the boiler shell is horizontal, it is called the horizontal boiler. For example, Lancashire boiler and locomotive boiler. 2. Vertical boiler. If the axis of the boiler is vertical, it is called the vertical boiler. For example, Cochrane boiler. 3. Inclined boiler. If the axis of the boiler is inclined, it is known as inclined boiler. 3. According to position of furnace. A. Externally fired boiler. In the boiler, if the fire is outside a shell, that boiler is known as externally fired boiler. For example, Babcock-Wilcox boiler. B. Internally fired boiler, in the boiler, in which the furnace is located inside the boiler shell. It is known as internally fired boiler, for example, Cochrane boiler, Lancashire boiler. 4. According to the water and steam circulation. A. Forced circulation boiler, in the boiler, if the circulation of water is done by a pump, then they are known as forced circulation boilers, for example, Vlox boiler, Laymount boiler, Benson boiler, etc. B. Natural circulation boiler, in the boiler, if the circulation of water takes place due to difference in density resulting from difference in temperature, it is known as natural circulation boiler, for example, Lancashire boiler, Babcock and Wilcox boiler, etc. 5. According to pressure developed. A. High-pressure steam boiler, it is the boiler in which the working pressure of the boiler is more than 25 bar, for example, Babcock-Wilcox boiler. B. Low-pressure steam boiler, it is defined as a steam boiler whose working pressure is between 3.5 to 10 bar, for example, Cochrane and Cornish boiler. C. Medium pressure boiler, it is that boiler whose working pressure of steam and water in the shell is between 10 bar to 25 bar, for example, Lancashire boiler and locomotive boiler. 6. According to the use. A. Stationary boilers, the boilers which cannot be transported easily from one place to another, are called stationary boilers, for example, Lancashire boiler, Babcock and Wilcox boiler. B. Portable boiler, the boilers which can be easily transported from one place to another, are called portable boilers. Example, locomotive boiler. 7. According to tubes. A. Single tube boiler, the boiler having only one fire tube or water tube, is called single tube boiler, for example, Cornish boiler. B. Multi-tube boiler, the boiler having two or more fire or water tubes for the circulation of hot gases or water are called multi-tube boiler, for example, Lancashire boiler, locomotive boiler, Cochrane boiler, Babcock and Wilcox boiler, etc. Hope you like this video. If you like our video, then please subscribe our channel so that our every upcoming video can reach you easily. Thanks for watching.